This one is absolutely huge. iShowspeed and his misuse of the YouTube copyright system. And when I say misuse, I'm obviously being very, very generous.
I'm not a scammer, bro. A day of my life, I would never scam you guys. Just remember that, bro. A day of my life. I care about you guys.
Hey, that's from the time when he scammed people.
So freaking much, bro. I love y'all, bro. And I would never in my life scam y'all, bro. Scamming the people that support me doesn't make sense. That's biting the hand that feeds you.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Attorney here, and today we're talking about copyright abuse on YouTube. Again.
This is a world where nothing is solved.
Today's theme is about biting the hand that feeds you.
Biting the hand that feeds you.
And why false copyright claiming videos to steal money from your audience and fan base makes you an awful person. Now, I was told by investigators that 2 serial copyright abusers are at large. These are the suspects, and I'm sure you're familiar with them.
Aiden Ross and iShowspeed.
iShowspeed and Aiden Ross. But this investigation is too massive to include...
Makes sense. iShowspeed is denying that he's doing it, but everyone knows he's doing it. Aiden Ross is just openly doing it, because the reality is, what are you gonna do? Risk going to court against these people? Nah, they're multi-millionaires. They're gonna crush your existence.
Both in one video. So today, our focus is on Mr. Speed. I'll be seeing you later, Mr. Ross. Now, I think most people liked iShowspeed, or at least could respect his ungodly rise to fame. But by the end of this video, you will come to know and understand what type of person...
I think that's false. Not only kids like iShowspeed, and it's literally, iShowspeed's audience is primarily 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. And his rise to fame is literally doing what 10-year-olds like. And that's yelling, and doing flashy things and stuff like that. There is absolutely nothing to be commendable about that, honestly. He's just one of the rare people who actually is going to go so far and to do that.
Person he really is. And folks, let me tell you, he might give our old pal Mr. TV a run for his money. However, despite Speed having several controversies in the past, he's managed to remain relatively uncancelable. A lot of people are patient and forgiving with Speed and his mistakes because he's only 18. I can't imagine having that type of audience at such a young age where every word and every action you take is scrutinized by millions of people. But as with all entertainment and media, there are some lines man was not meant to cross. Here's the million-dollar question of the day. Is iShowspeed guilty of copyright abuse? Perjury?
Yes.
Theft?
You treacherous little filcher.
Is he really the perpetrator of such heinous...
I can save us a 1-hour video by just saying, yeah, for sure, there's no denying it.
crimes? And if so, do we even have enough evidence to present to a judge? So I ask once more, do you take the blue pill, click off this video, and live in blissful ignorance of the truth? Or you take the red pill and follow me down the rabbit hole? Time's up. Make your choice.
All rise for the trial of iShowspeed. Mr. Act, since you're prosecuting this case, let's hear your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are gathered here today for one reason, to determine who exactly is behind the recent string of copyright claims and bring those responsible to justice.
Is the audio a little bit off?
Well, it certainly seems the prosecution is ready.
Your Honor, I'm not just ready, I'm ready Freddy.
Okay. Is the defense prepared as well?
Huh? He didn't show up? Come to think of it, who is Speed's attorney going to be anyways?
Well, we can't exactly have a trial without a defense. I suppose we could appoint a public defender for Mr. Speed and hold a trial tomorrow.
Is there actually going to be someone who tries to defend iShowspeed?
Hold it! That won't be necessary, Your Honor. The defense is ready.
You?
That's right, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar here.
What are you doing over there?
Holy! Mudahar, the guy who doesn't know the most basic terminology in the law? Oh no, it's gonna be a clown fiesta. Yo!
I'm one of Aiden Ross's high-powered Jewish attorneys, and I'm here to defend his innocent friend from these bogus accusations.
Objection!
You're not even Jewish!
Objection!
Well, it just so happens I recently converted, Your Honor. I think the prosecution is acting a bit anti-Semitic.
Mr. Act, there will be no anti-Semitism in my court. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Well, then will you please tell the court what the copyright claims are about?
No problem, Your Honor. Why is Mudahar siding with Speed? Could he have been paid off? I can't worry about that now.
Probably,
Let's
yes,
see what
actually.
we're really made of, Act Attorney.
Oh, you'll see, all right. Our story begins last summer when a barrage of copyright claims hit various YouTube channels. They all had one thing in common. The videos were about or at some point mentioned iShowspeed. And the claimants were from two companies, Thumb Media Affiliate and Cardigan. Also involved was Aegis DRM.
That sounds like quite a coincidence.
It's no coincidence, Your Honor. This first series of claims didn't draw too much attention or controversy to Speed, as his involvement hadn't yet been established. And who would have thought he'd do something like this?
Who would have thought? Not me.
He's a multi-millionaire at age 18. Homeboy could probably afford to wipe his ass with $100 bills for the rest of his life.
Well, being a millionaire has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you do not want to have people telling you you're wrong, especially when you're wrong, and you don't want to admit you're wrong. So, money has nothing to do with that.
You really think someone like that is going to waste their time filing manual claims against people?
Objection!
Do you have any proof that these claims were manually filed by my client?
Well, no, not by him specifically, but...
Then you have no grounds to accuse him.
But I wasn't accusing him directly.
Objection!
Regardless of if these were false claims or not, what you need to do is show irrefutable proof that iShowspeed is behind Thumb Media. Well, Mr. Rapp, can you do that?
Well, first of all, again, we're talking about Munahar, who does not understand law in the slightest, and then TheActMan. In court, you don't have to present irrefutable proof to most things, honestly. You just need a reasonable amount of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, just things that, too many things that point in one direction. And the fact that there's a bunch of videos that suddenly get copyright claimed, and all of these videos have only one thing in common, and that is iShowspeed, is enough of evidence. Well, it's not direct evidence. That's enough of evidence to work in a court, by the way. You don't need to show direct proof that he literally put his stamp of approval on copyright striking these things. That it's unnecessary.
Help!
I can tell you're a bit rusty at this, but Mr. Act, in case you forgot, in the court of law, evidence is everything.
All right. The claims may not have been filed by Speed, but they were filed by Thumb Media, and there were plenty of victims. Internet of J, Jabroni, Tipster, Matt Radiant, Internet Anarchist, Omni, Papa Gut. These are just a few. And most of these creators were completely blindsided by this.
Nobody thought it was iShowspeed because he denied it. He denied knowing what was going on, and I figured that was really obvious and easy to believe.
And everyone naturally assumed the same thing. This was yet another example of how broken YouTube's copyright system is, because there's a company out there impersonating iShowspeed and claiming rights to his content when they obviously shouldn't have those rights.
When you get claimed like this, they don't have to provide any information to whether or not they're even a legitimate or a real company. So this created all of this speculation about all these people saying, hey, I'm getting claimed. I don't know if this company is even affiliated with iShowspeed.
This also happened within a month or two of Lord Nazo being revealed as the true culprit behind the 96 false copyright takedowns he filed in Bungie's name. The Lord Nazo case informed everyone just how easy it was to impersonate a company or a person and file claims in their name. Anyway, Speed has done and
That's true, but that's like way too much work. And even the one time that it happens, it's by a guy who's trying to show everyone that it is possible. So that's not happening a second time in a row, probably.
Did some wild shit over the years. But come on, man. Everyone on YouTube knows messing with copyright is like slapping a tiger's nutsack. It's a generally ill-advised thing to do. In Speed's case, this time...
No, it's not, actually. That is completely false. There are literally hundreds of thousands of copyright strikes being filed every single day that you have no idea about, because the people who they are getting done upon have absolutely no way of actually voicing their voice or doing anything of the sorts. Copyright abuse is bread and honey in the YouTube sphere. It's happening constantly. You just don't know about it. And, you know, if you're large enough as iShowspeed, you don't have to worry about it, because you're going to always outmatch literally anyone's audience who's going to go after you. Like, for example, this video. And in this video, TheActMan has done one thing that could potentially maybe get him into hot water on the internet, on Twitter, is the fact that he made iShowspeed's nose big. That is a classic racial stereotype. Let's see if Twitter picks up on that one.
Of copyright abuse is extremely dangerous to him, his reputation, and his community.
No,
because his
that's not true.
Loves his content so much, they will share his clips anywhere they can. It's one of the biggest reasons he's been so successful. I mean, shit, I'd be honored to have channels and Twitter accounts dedicated to my awesomeness.
Yes!
Why would you ever copyright claim someone that is sharing your own videos? I mean, they're getting the views, you're not, but it's showing a brand new audience to your content. I mean, if they make a bit of money off it, it's a fair transaction. You gain so much more in the long term by having your clips shared around than if you start claiming them and taking them all down.
So his fans promote his...
That is true, but that's true in one way, actually. People don't talk about this. But this is true in the sense that if you have a bunch of nobody channels just posting and posting your clips and doing things like that for you, that's great. But if you have a big channel doing that, the channel that eclipses you, reacting to your stuff, that's actually bad, because that channel is going to get those views, and you're not going to get anything from that. But a million small channels posting your stuff constantly, that is the best thing ever, okay? That is 100% like one of the best growth things possible.
Work and share it to new audiences. It's a symbiotic relationship. He makes the content, and his fans spread that shit like Nick Cannon spreads his seed. But that was all put into jeopardy because of this wave of claims.
Hold it! Such a fascinating tale, Mr. Act. But see, you failed to provide evidence that Speed has any affiliation with Thumb Media.
Oh yeah? Because one person messaged the Thumb Media Instagram account and asked them directly, do you own the copyright of iShowspeed? Yes, Thumb Media manages on behalf of iShowspeed.
Take that!
Well, Mudahar, how do you like that evidence?
Objection!
This is nothing more than a random screenshot. It could have easily been photoshopped.
Objection!
Then you need to prove that it is photoshopped.
And do you have any proof that it was photoshopped?
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you? You provided this evidence. The burden of proof is on you to prove this image is legitimate.
Well, I can't do that. I don't know where this image is from.
Then it can't be submitted as evidence, and therefore there's nothing connecting iShowspeed to these claims.
I agree. Without concrete proof, Mr. Act, your claims are simply conjecture.
Damn it.
Oh,
well, I think
boy.
it's time for the man himself to take the stand.
I'm not sure that's the best idea.
Why not?
You'll find out if you call him to the stand.
Ask me if I care. Your Honor, I request that we hear testimony from iShowspeed himself.
Yes, that would most likely clear this matter up quickly. Bailiff, please bring out the witness.
What? You want me to get him? Why do I always have to do the thing? Why do I have to do everything?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Witness,
Okay.
please state your name and occupation for the court. Would you mind?
What, bitch? Is a bitch talking to me? Is a female talking to me?
Your Honor, what are you doing?
Don't mind me. I seem to have misplaced my pen. Just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
Shut up, monkey! Shut up! Shut your bitch ass out!
Settle down, Mr. Speed. The prosecution just needs you to answer a few questions, that's all.
I don't give a fuck!
Mr. Speed,
Shut your stupid ass up, nigga! Who was you talking to, bro? Shut your nerd ass up!
if you could stop screeching like a banshee.
The funniest part, this is a very accurate representation of him. This is not even out of context.
For 2 seconds, we can get your testimony and move on with this trial.
I'm completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was completely wrong in that situation right there.
What?
I apologize, that's not me. I can't say anything to justify that situation right there.
Okay. Now, are you and Thumb Media abusing the copyright system or not?
On a lighter note, this whole Thumb Media situation.
Did you hear that, Speed?
Can't talk about that.
What'd you say?
Can't talk about that. Move on.
Did Gideon actually ask that from to iShowspeed?
He said you can't talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right, no worries then, no worries then.
Hold it!
What? You can't talk about it?
Can't talk about that. Move on.
Hold it!
I really think you should talk about it.
Objection!
My client has the right to plead the fifth.
The only way to settle the score on this is if Speed himself tells us what's going on. So I ask again, are you behind Thumb Media?
A company called Thumb Media is copyright striking all of them. Chat, how do I stop this from happening? Like, cause it's not happening to me. Like, chat, how do I stop this from happening? Hold it!
So you're saying you have no idea who's behind these
I feel so lost at this point.
false claims?
No, bro. Hell no. What the fuck? That's not even me, bro. And I hate the fact people think that shit, dog. Bro, I'm not a scammer, dog. I love y'all, bro. And I would never in my life scam y'all, bro. Literally. I promise y'all, a day in my life, I'll never scam you.
I didn't call you a scammer, but since you're being so defensive, why not just contact someone at YouTube to let them know what's going on?
Bro, chat, I can't just contact. Chat, y'all would think I can, just contact YouTube, but I can't just contact YouTube, bro. Like that.
He has a lot of subscribers. He can't literally, by the way, just contact YouTube and it's fine.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, bro? Objection!
You know what's really crazy? How bad of a liar you are.
Bro, I'm not a freaking scammer, bro. Can I stop? No, I'm about to end bro. Cause I'm not about to deal with this shit right now.
Oh yeah, sure. You've got no contacts with YouTube, but you can sure play a fucking soccer game for them.
Take that!
Look at his shirt. It says YouTube Shorts. You really expect us to believe that you have no contact with a company that is fucking...
Well, to be honest, this is a horrible... Okay, so let me explain. YouTube Shorts is probably an absolute different department than YouTube itself in general. The fact that if iShowspeed actually has contact with, for example, YouTube Shorts, doesn't mean that he has just pro bono access to everything in YouTube. He probably does in reality. But the fact that he did something for Shorts and Shorts contacted him doesn't mean that he has any affiliation or opportunity to actually like just flat out contact YouTube, the whatever department, I guess the legal department that would do that would look into copyright abuse. Yeah, that's a completely false equivalency.
Sponsoring you? Objection!
Shut up! Fuck you! Can't fucking stand shitty fucking females like that. That is not me no more. That is not me. You know, hopefully I can, really, see like...
Bruh, there's gonna be so many people that say that this is showing iShowspeed out of context. Bruh, this is the most genuine context you can ever show iShowspeed in. Like, come on.
The genuine in me?
You're a scammer.
Die! Die! Just fucking die!
Order in my court.
I think it's time you told us the truth, Mr. Speed, because I have proof that not only do you have contact with YouTube, but are also
holy
affiliated
shit,
with
this
some
goes
media.
on for a
Mr.
long
Act,
time.
if what you say is true, this evidence would be very damning.
Hold it! Give me a break. You've got nothing, Act.
Objection!
I've got everything and the kitchen sink. Feast your eyes on this.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails, about the cardigan and the Thumb Media affiliate. That is me. Just wanted to let y'all know, everybody know that. So, y'all guys, please stop. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, by the way, I knew that exists. Everyone knew that this exists. This is why I said at the start, yeah, he is guilty.
Denying it twice and having his fans constantly pestering him, Speed finally told the truth. And it was a sad day for his fans.
This is where it gets interesting.
No
because
one
a couple
cared.
of days ago, Speed uploads a YouTube...
No one actually cared. If your fans are 10 and 12-year-olds, no one cares. This is why iShowspeed is uncancelable. He can do whatever he wants, and his fans are not gonna care. And by the way, if you're someone who's like, I don't know, 30 and an iShowspeed fan, yeah, you're probably making this mistake. You're probably thinking, oh, I'm 30 and I'm an iShowspeed fan. And there's a lot of us out there. Well, the guy has literally multiple millions of viewers and whatnot, subscribers and whatnot. Even if just 1% of them are above the age of 18, there's gonna be still a lot of you, okay? There's gonna be still a lot of you who are above 18. So don't let that misunderstanding happen. That is literally survivorship bias. The fact that even if 10% of almost 20 million subscribers are like above 18, that still means that there's 2 million of you. That's a lot, but Speed's audience in general is just 10-year-olds.
Short on his smallest, least active YouTube channel, and he basically admits that he was actually behind this corrupt and horrible behavior the entire time.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails, about the cardigan and the Thumb Media affiliate. That is me. That is me. That is me. Just wanted to let y'all know, everybody know that. So, y'all guys, please stop. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Betrayed. And what I love is the phrasing of it. YouTube asked me to get you guys to stop spamming about Thumb Media, about Cardigan, about my own companies that I'm using to abuse the copyright system.
It's been him the
It's not his companies, by the way.
entire time. So the whole time people were saying, this company is fake, they don't represent Speed. Speed would never do that. It's him.
Yeah. Also, by the way, that company has no reason to lie because it's a popular company that does that sort of thing. So the idea that they would just randomly just pretend that they're actually affiliated via iShowspeed while they don't have any reason to do so, yeah, that's out of this world insanity.
Most foul.
It turns out that iShowspeed is actually the one behind all the copyright claims, and he is behind Thumb Media.
iShowspeed, your fans are being violated right now by companies, but guess what? It's you! It's literally f***ing him!
It's nothing personal, Jack. It's just good.
Again, my favorite part about this is people saying, oh, this is so bad. He doesn't care. He literally has no reason to care because he can literally never be punished for this. It's the same reason why I call iShowspeed racist, because the guy's actually like full-blown racist. He legitimately is. Just go watch a couple of those videos. He literally is as racist as it gets. And guess what? That doesn't matter because 10-year-olds don't care about that. Have you ever seen his chat? There are plenty of videos showing his chat and how they act. Like, bruh, they're as racist as it gets also. Again, you can't punish someone like Speed. It's impossible. So why does he care?
Business. All along, Speed was actually copyright claiming all of the content to do with him, or at least gave the green light for Thumb Media to do it.
This guy, and the amount of deception that he's been doing is just absolutely insane. And he's been messing with other creators. He has promoted a scam cryptocurrency. He has censored many people on the platform if he doesn't like what they're talking about when it pertains.
Oh, also, by the way, one of my videos also got hit by this.
To him and his situation.
He's not sorry. He doesn't care. He just wants you to shut up about it. Stop spamming in my chat about me claiming hundreds of people's videos. Why would you guys bring it up? Shut up and get back to the fucking content.
Accurate.
YouTube asked y'all to stop telling me I done broke the law.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
You best stop talking about it.
But y'all guys, please stop. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Fuck you. Stop talking about it. Love you, by the way. Go fuck yourself. iShowspeed coming out as a copyright abuser shocked everybody. What a kick in the dick to his face.
The only people who this shocked were people who literally are so far up their own asses they don't understand anything, okay? If you're a functioning adult, you're not surprised at all. How could you be surprised about the fact that we have a literal worldwide celebrity who got to that status before he was 18 years old by screaming in the microphone and breaking stuff and doing stuff like this? The fact that these people are stupid enough to actually give iShowspeed the benefit of the doubt shows something. It definitely shows something.
Fans, man. Now, to be fair, some of the claims were just straight ripped of his content with no changes or editing, and YouTubers and streamers are completely justified in taking down or claiming re-uploads like that. Some choose to do it, others don't, but it's perfectly legal to do. The thing is, iShowspeed is the last person who should be worrying about this, because of how instrumental these viral clips have been to his growth. Now, there's something really important.
Also, that's a fallacy right there. Yeah, there's clips that helped him grow, but that doesn't mean that iShowspeed is in debt to these clips or to these people who posted his stuff. If he wants, he can just strike them down, and there's absolutely nothing bad about that. Can you imagine? Because he is not in debt to this. Did these clips help him? Yes. Did he ask for them to be made? No. So he is not in debt to these clips at all. It would be a different situation if he... Why did my thing just go out? That's interesting. He would be completely in debt. He's not. He would not be in debt to these clips like at all. I'm gonna try to do the thing. Oh, my shit just got fried for some reason. Interesting.
About this video.
Ah, I hear nothing. Very cute. I guess you're gonna have to skip like a couple of minutes ahead. Interesting. Okay, is this better? Okay, and it's suddenly back. I guess you're gonna have to skip a minute. But yeah, iShowspeed is absolutely in no depth, in depth to these people. He can copyright strike them freely without any problem, and he has 100% the right to do so.
Something not many people have pointed out, and when the time is right later in this video, I'll play my trump card. So yes, iShowspeed, by his own admission, is partnered with Thumb Media affiliate, and Thumb Media was behind these fraudulent claims. Therefore, iShowspeed bears full responsibility for each and every one.
Very well then.
I mean, you actually have to also prove that this is fair use, because people don't understand fair use at all. Like, you know, the chances that TheActMan understands fair use? No. Absolutely no. You know? For example, re-uploading Speed's clip in full, but just swapping a couple of parts in different places, that is fair use, for example, in some situations, if it changed the meaning of the video. So, yeah, but we're probably not going to get into this because that would be far too complicated.
I shall announce my verdict. This court finds iShowspeed...
Objection!
Why?
I will concede that my client is affiliated with Thumb Media. However, he had nothing to do with these false claims.
Objection!
How can you say that? He just admitted it himself.
Objection!
My client's far too busy to get wrapped up in all this copyright business. It's obvious that Thumb Media simply misrepresented him.
Objection!
It can't misrepresent him because it's impossible to do so, because that's literally what it exists to do in the first place.
Obvious that Mr. Speed partnered with them of his own volition.
Objection!
Yes.
I object to that statement.
Object to what exactly? Are you suggesting Mr. Speed was forced into this agreement? That Thumb Media held a contract in his face and a taser to his nutsack?
Maybe.
Think about it this way. Would Thumb Media have made any of these false claims if Speed didn't partner with them?
Well, no. Why would they? If they were never given the right to claim videos by Mr. Speed, then none of these claims would have been filed. That's an excellent point, Mr. Act.
This is the old hired assassin defense. I didn't pull the trigger, Your Honor. It was the assassin I hired to do it. Pardon me. Innocent man coming through. So he is 100% responsible for all of the garbage I'm about to show you.
Wait, actually, did anyone try to defend in reality iShowspeed as with the, oh, he didn't actually do it, he just hired... I don't believe there were people stupid enough to do that.
Strap yourselves in, boys and girls. It's about to get ugly. I don't think anybody truly understands the extent of the copyright abuse that's been perpetuated by Cardigan, Thumb Media, Aiden Ross, and iShowspeed. I mean, just look at how many fucking claims there are.
Here's one, and here's another. Look at this one, sick son of a bitch.
Here's a news YouTuber named Omni saying, I'm getting copyright claimed for the speed clip in my latest video. Disputed it and got rejected in 10 minutes by Thumb Media affiliate, who I don't even think exists. Puts my...
yeah, they exist 100%. But again, it's like, you show the 10-second clip. The idea that that 10-second clip is fair use is probably zero. Because the reality is, and this is going to be a hard one for you to swallow, and I'm not going to spend 1 hour explaining this. If you insert a funny bit, for example, this at the start, this right here at the start, TheActMan would 100% lose in a court of law if he tried to if iShowspeed copyright struck him for this, because he has no justification for using this clip. It's literally just supposed to be funny, but it adds nothing but funny. And adding funny doesn't actually make it fair use. So, for example, even in the first 10 seconds, that clip cannot be justified as fair use because there's no point behind it. It's just supposed to be the intro or a small funny tidbit, which is not justifiable by fair use laws. Okay?
My channel at risk of getting a strike.
Oh, that's real nice.
These fuckheads claimed my video and rejected my appeal, and it's not a valid claim whatsoever. They even claimed parts of my original video. They didn't even copyright it correctly. What's that?
Yeah, by the way, this is what they do, and this is what I was considering. I was considering actually maybe because I don't have the money to do it properly, but so this is the thing that you can do if you're a YouTuber who has a couple of grand to spare on a lawyer, because you're gonna 100% win this. The moment that media group even claims a second of your actual original footage past iShowspeed, you can sue them for false copyright claims on you. Because at that moment, it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you used iShowspeed footage, violating the copy strike law. And that has nothing to do with that. Now the whole thing is about the fact that this company has claimed 1 second of your video falsely, because they don't own that stuff. You can actually sue them, and you're pretty much like 100% guaranteed to win. I wonder when this is going to escalate to that level, because these people can't even claim a millisecond to be their actually own footage without getting sued. Like, if you would claim, for example, you upload a part of, I don't know, the Little Mermaid in your video, and you try to even falsely claim that you own 1 millisecond of that footage, Disney is gonna literally make you poor for the rest of your life and the next 3 generations. Like, you're done. You can't even do it for 1 second. And this is what normal people can do to that place. Because, yeah, they're very lax at claiming stuff. They are very lax. They will not claim an extra second of your own actual footage without any reason. They will claim literally sometimes even up to a minute. You can sue them and win so easily.
Someone's filing false copyright claims without filling out the forms properly? Or providing accurate timestamps?
They claimed my whole video when it wasn't even a re-upload of iShowspeed's content. It was a video essentially covered under fair use. Most of the video was my video, and maybe like 5% of it was iShowspeed's content. And with them claiming the whole video like they did, even though it isn't theirs, it only gives me the option to appeal it. And I can't like trim out the segments or anything because it's the whole video that they claim.
As I mentioned to y'all before, they claimed 13 minutes of my 13-minute video. They claimed my entire video, which isn't just like a, oh, I own this iShowspeed.
Dude, again, I was just claimed for like an extra 10 seconds.
Clip, you can't use this. No, it's the whole video. Oh, and by the way, they're manually claiming. This isn't like an auto-detected claim where you have a music song or a video clip that's recognized by copyright ID. That's 90% of YouTube copyrights. No, the company's manually claiming videos. They're picking literal timestamps and they're just running it.
Even companies like Deserto weren't immune, and 4 of their videos got claimed.
You ready for another one?
Even our boy Mischief got caught up in the crossfire. Hasn't that poor fella suffered enough? Now you might be wondering, ActMan, why not just dispute the claims? There's plenty of reasons, but number one, the claimant is the one who decides if the claim is still valid, not you.
Yeah, true.
So what happens is that Thumb Media just takes my dispute.
And after that, you need to go to court, and that's the only option. Plus all the bad things that you get from falsely disputing something falsely under YouTube's own terms.
Basically just tells me to screw off and then immediately rejects it, right?
And number two, because you might end up getting a strike on your channel should the dispute fail, like Internet Anarchist did. He tried disputing it, and it backfired, which is why you'll see some channels that get claimed not even bother to dispute it. They just, they just take
that's
the
why I
hit,
didn't
which is so
dispute it.
unfair.
Thumb Media affiliate has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. Great system. So, based on absolutely nothing, the claimant can just decide that their claim is still valid. I wish I could decide that my counterclaim was valid. Why can't I decide that?
Now, for clarity, a claim takes the money and leaves the video up. A strike takes the video down. But there's a third option, which is quite rare to see, and that's blocking the video in certain countries or worldwide. The case of Brion is especially interesting because his video was...
this is what movies and music video re-uploads do, I think, on default. They block it in some countries, and sometimes they still allow you to make money. Well, no. It's very strange who actually allows you to do what. And now there's, by the way, also this new thing with music, where it's like, okay, you used like 5 seconds of a clip. Well, congratulations, of a music clip. Now your revenue from this video is split like 50-50 or 60-40, or I don't even know what's the split. But there is a thing like shared revenue.
One of, if not the only one, that got blocked worldwide. At one point, either iShowspeed or someone close to him used the Content ID system to censor one of my videos, and they blocked it worldwide on a video I made talking about the crypto scam he did. That's bizarre.
Makes sense.
The Content ID system doesn't normally block videos. It just claims them and takes the revenue. So was this done intentionally?
No, there is an automatization option for this. That's kind of my point.
He basically will block the videos worldwide. He'll go and claim videos that are exposing him and bad things that he has done, like the crypto scam that he was promoting around a few months ago. And he will go and block those videos worldwide so that nobody can see the videos, just blatantly censoring people and suppressing them because they called him out for something that he did that was bad.
Hey, Aiden, I got a great idea. Let's use this new scam to silence people talking about our old crypto scam. That's a great idea, Speed, and nobody will ever know we're the ones behind it. Yeah, not unless we tell them, which we will, because we're fucking idiots.
That is me. Like, this guy's an actual dick sucker, bro.
Dude, iShowspeed is a pussy. Aiden Ross literally just says, yeah, I'm doing it. What you gonna do about it? I'm a literal multi-millionaire. Come at me. I will destroy your whole existence. Dude, this is why the world needs a reset sometimes.
So he deserves to get copyrighted. He's a dick sucker. He deserves it, Jay. He knows what he's doing. He's using my own content to make me look like a bad guy.
Wait, man.
Brion also said to me in a DM, I recently had pretty much all of the claims dropped by Thumb Media after disputing the fuck out of them. I had lost some revenue made from the videos because these claims were on the videos for months. So, even though the claims were released, he still ended up having money taken from him on at least 3 different videos. This is like telling your boss, hey, I didn't get my paycheck for the last 2 weeks. And he's like, oh, okay. Sorry.
Too bad.
And then he just walks away.
True.
What? Pay the man! This happened to another YouTuber, a Cheeto, who lost at least $100 on one of his videos. I could use the Cheeto right now to wash the taste of copyright abuse out of my mouth.
Now, full transparency, Aiden Ross copyright claimed my video and took $111 from me, which isn't that much. I mean, I'll live, but it's bullshit because it's only one clip of his stream in my entire video. And on top of that, the clip that I played from him, I edited pretty thoroughly. So it's not even his content at that point. I've edited it.
Again, people don't understand copyright law. Editing a clip doesn't mean anything. If you take a 10-minute clip and edit it to like a 4-minute clip, chances are you haven't made it actually uncopyright strikeable. Chances are you have done actually nothing to it. There are some situations where that works, but most of the time these people have no idea what they're doing. Most of you probably think that this 10 seconds at the very start of the video is fair use, which is 100% is not.
It's original, it's commentary, it's not his, dude. It's not his you can't take my money like that.
Now, I appreciate the dumb...
Oh, I think I understand what this guy did. If you take it... Yeah, this is 100%, by the way, not protected by copyright protection. You can't take a 10-minute video, cut it down to 4 minutes, and use it as background, and then just talk over it, and not even talk about the things in it, or the context around it. If you're not talking about that clip or about the context surrounding it, or explaining something in it, that is 100% not copyright protected.
Media is releasing many of the claims and trying to make things right. But guess what, cowboy? It doesn't mean a whole lot when you only do this after it blows up in your face. If you didn't fuck up at all, you wouldn't have to fix anything. It didn't matter how big of a channel you were. These claims were hitting everyone indiscriminately. You guys know Scarce, right?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
He made a video with a segment covering iShowspeed about 6 months ago. And 3 months
ago...
ago,
yeah, he
Scarce
got
was covering
actually
the copyright
hit, I
story.
think.
And that's when something really, really funny happened.
And that's right. Why was Speed potentially claiming a bunch of YouTubers' videos? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Clearly, this guy's very successful. He makes a ton of money, but for some reason, other YouTubers' videos were getting...
Why are people thinking this is about money? This has literally nothing to do with money. How disillusioned are these people to think that this is about money? Things are not about money when you have money.
By him. Okay, so while I was editing this video, we just received a copyright claim from Thumb Media affiliate on one of our recent videos. I'm not joking. This is a huge coincidence.
But I watched this video. You know that true coincidences are rare.
We just received a copyright claim from what seems to be one of the things that we're talking about in this story.
That's what you call ironic.
Not even Shakespeare could write a more tragic irony. Scarce became an unwilling participant and victim in the story he was covering. You can't even talk about iShowspeed in an editorial sense?
What are you doing?
Editorial sense is a little bit more hard.
A mistake.
By the way, for example, this clip is 100% fair use. No dispute. Because he completely changes the context of the clip. He completely remakes the whole thing that this clip is supposed to represent and how it's supposed to represent it. See, this is fair use. Again, I don't know how much you guys understand this when I say, but again, most people literally have no idea how copyright works.
What is going on in your mind?
Shit, man. You can't even discuss what this motherfucker had for breakfast without getting hit with a copyright claim. I mean, even Scarce is
technically could do that
by the utter chicanery that is on full display.
So I'm wondering if this is actually Speed, or what is going on here?
By the way, all the claims I'm talking about and showing you have nothing to do with Aiden Ross. This is just about...
Oh, by the way, also, one more reason why you shouldn't be surprised, because if that's a fresh company, if that's a real but very fresh company and it's like small or whatever, then you could think it's fake. But if it's a multiple years in existence company that strikes you for speed, they're not doing it on accident. Because this company, if it's a legit company, if it actually exists, and that's what I mean by the word legit, it knows that if they falsely use iShowspeed's name, iShowspeed can sue that company. So they're not risking it. The people who didn't think that this is possible, that iShowspeed should do it, literally, I don't even know what to say about that.
The iShowspeed half of things. That's why I'm making 2 videos, because boy, oh boy, we got a long way to go.
We got a long way to go. We do. We got a long way to go.
We do. There's a couple cases that stood out to me because they're super.
That wasn't fair use, by the way.
Called Just Maddie X. She made this video, clips that made iShowspeed famous. It's a reaction video spliced with some commentary, definitely fair use. Maddie has 32,000 subscribers, so posting a video.
Probably not fair use, by the way. I haven't seen it, but typically videos like that aren't fair use, and they're kind of on the dodgy side. You would actually have to go to court to see if it's fair use.
video that gets over 400,000 views is a huge deal. Any creators watching this that have hit that milestone for the first time, you know how awesome that feels. In fact, this is Maddie's most popular video, and she ends it by saying,
we definitely have to watch more iShowspeed. Like, I actually have just fallen in love with this guy. He is funny as fuck.
We need to watch more Speed. He's funny as fuck. I've fallen in love with him. That is the final message. So you know what Speed did to this newly acquired fan?
Guess what's next? Seriously, I want you to just take a guess what comes after this.
Why would it matter? Again, like, why would it matter to iShowspeed? He copy strike no one for, you know what? Why would it matter? Why do you think 1 or even 10,000 people matter for iShowspeed?
Claimed the video, and then he said this. Here you go, Maddie. This is for all your hard work on the latest video. Here's your $7, courtesy of I Show No Remorse for illegally copyright claiming videos. She got paid $7.
Was it though?
For a video with 475,000 views.
Nice. Scamming the people that support me doesn't make sense. That's biting the hand that feeds you.
Excuse me? Excuse me? That's right. Go buy yourself a fucking latte and get out of my sight. I actually have a video with around that many views, and you know what I made from it? $700. That's what Maddie should have made. And you all thought Quantum was a dick for having 60.
Wait, is that a lot? Let me think about this. You can make... that's not even that much, I think.
7K subs and picking on a channel with 3,000.
How much does he get for 1,000?
16.5 million versus 32,000. What a dick. But wait, it gets worse. I'm going to be saying that a lot in this video. Turns out Maddie filed a dispute that got rejected. She was scared by the potential of getting a strike, so she didn't appeal it or pursue it
Obviously.
further. Enter Internet Anarchist, who blows the lid on this story with Aiden Ross and Thumb Media and makes it go viral. After seeing the heat being put on Speed, Ross, and Thumb Media, Maddie decided this was the perfect time to submit another dispute. And
yeah, it's not happening, probably.
Oh,
it did?
Why it wasn't reversed the first time. It's almost like generating huge amounts of controversy spurred Thumb Media.
Okay, so iShowspeed did get scared. Because, by the way, if this backlash happens to iShowspeed, there is a chance it influences how the company is looking at things. They may actually be thorough, not just claiming videos left and right and center. But it's going to be at the end of iShowspeed to choose to stop what he's doing.
Into reversing their illegal copyright claims. Funny how that always works that way, huh?
But wait, there's more.
Because even though the claims were released,
Thumb
Media still took the revenue from her. Yeah, we admit we fucked up. And this
Classic.
was a false claim, and we fucked up on the first dispute you submitted. But we're still keeping your money, though, so thanks for that, asshole. Hey, Speed, I just stole another $700 for you. Yeah. W in the chat, bro.
Put a W in the chat. We stole $8,000 from him. W, yes.
W in the chat.
Nice.
No, W in the chat.
Okay, stop.
It gets worse. This is why I'm focusing so much on this case in particular. In a DM to me, Maddie said, yeah, my iShowspeed videos were just reaction videos, and people are requesting more. Maddie wants to make more videos about you and how awesome she thinks you are. It's what some of her fans are asking for. Likely many of the new viewers she got want to see more of this type of content. But she can't make that type of content anymore because you're a piece of shit that stole $700 from her and invoked the fear of copyright strikes in her heart.
Now, to defend iShowspeed, which is ill-advised because he deserves all the worst in the world without question, why does this woman have the absolute unquestioned authority to write on his name and become famous off him?
So, way to go, dickhead.
From an ethical standpoint.
I do so much stuff for y'all, bro. I'm not a scammer, bro. A day of my life, I would never scam you guys. Just remember that, bro. A day of my life. I care about you guys so freaking much, bro.
So that was a fucking lie. You see, the more insidious side of false claiming videos...
Oh, also, any React video that is literally just someone, you know, sitting there being like this, drinking, eating something, you know, and just laughing at a video that they're seeing, that is 100% not fair use, by the way. 100%. And I have a feeling this is what that woman does. You know, inserting one edit or something in there, you know, doesn't make it fair use. Again, fair use is complicated. Most people don't understand it at all.
Like this is it can actually throttle the growth of
and also it doesn't matter if a video is 1 hour long, 10 minutes long, 10 seconds long, or 300 trillion years long. Even if you have 1 second of of someone else's material that is not copyright protected under fair use, well, I think it's all gonna go downhill. Also, it's raining outside. Oh, the rain, such a good thing.
Channel. You could compare this to what happened to Totally Not Mark, except, you know, this is on a much smaller scale, where he got hundreds of his anime videos claimed in an instant. Like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? Just stop making the videos people subscribe?
Also, yeah, anime videos also I'm not 100% sure on this, but most anime videos use parts of the actual anime, and they don't talk about them. So that's actually also not fair use. Man, it's getting rainy.
2 and 4. It's not the one claim that's always the biggest threat. It's how many claims are going to come after that? What's going to happen to my channel if I keep making this type of content? Should I even bother disputing it? Will I get a strike? Will I get 3 strikes? Are all my videos and my hard work and my channel going to be deleted? But if you were a greedy scumfuck bastard, you wouldn't think about these sorts of things, would you? You wouldn't care about the well-being of others.
I love y'all, bro, and I would never in my life scam y'all, bro.
This motherfucker's guilty. Oh, he's lying. Look at him trying to cover his tracks.
Out of all the creators that have made content featuring Speed, none are less deserving of being hit with these false claims than Matt Radiant. To me, Matt described himself as one of the most transformative creators that use Speed's content. His videos are highly edited, very entertaining, and he uses clips of Speed to troll in Zoom calls. It's no different than using a soundboard for a prank call or those...
Using iShowspeed clips to troll in Zoom calls is definitely 100% fair use. And that is, yeah, it's easy. He uses an existing clip to create a new piece of media and a new thing. And by the way, that's not the equivalent of, you know, for example, React, that you are watching someone's clip and you're laughing. That is not the same deal. And again, very small things, but they matter a lot.
Old ventrilo harassment videos. So you'd have to be a real douchebag to go around YouTube copyright claiming prank videos. iShowspeed is a real douchebag.
I think prank videos should be just deleted off the internet as the plague it is.
So Matt woke up one day to find a video had been hit with a claim. It wasn't just a clip from the video. No, they claimed the entire thing, which of course makes no sense because Matt himself is in the video. He submitted a dispute detailing his argument for fair use using the maximum character limit.
It actually does make sense that you can claim the whole video, by the way, if you're just watching someone, even though that person is visible in the video. Because you are using, as your video's base, someone else's work, and you're just adding your existence on top of it, and that is not enough to make it transformative. So that is actually fair.
Allowed by YouTube. The claim was withdrawn overnight, and Matt went to bed that night, happy that all was settled.
Hopefully.
He awoke the next morning to find Christmas had
sounds like that guy knows what he's doing.
Naughty list, because there were 3 new copyright claims filed on his other iShowspeed videos. In this tweet longer, Matt says, "It is evident that the people who claimed my video the first time acknowledged my argument and came back to claim the other 3 videos with just barely, slightly better grounds to actually try to claim content. That's right, Thumb Media came up to Matt, they shot him once, started to leave, then saw he was limping away. They turned around and then fired 3 more shots. What the fuck?" One claim was made because of a 12-second clip, another 8 seconds.
Yeah.
8 seconds of a 6
Yeah. And there's a chance. Again. Some of you may say that, you know, I'm talking a lot here, but the reality is, in a court of law, all that I have said currently about the TheActMan's video, I would never win saying that this video is already enough transformative. Nothing that I have said is enough to make it transformative. That's the brutal reality of it. Because the only way that would be enough transformative is if I inserted an additive after every single thing the TheActMan said. So this is not even probably transformative enough to actually be under copyright protection. You see how insane this stuff is.
15-minute video. All the revenue goes to Speed.
Yep.
But it gets worse. Because Matt Radiant had 4 of his most popular videos claimed by Thumb Media. Videos that totaled over 6.8 million views. Matt's
That's a lot of views.
Has 32 million total views.
That's a lot of. That's a big percent.
Media affiliate to potentially try and steal up to 20% of all the revenue this guy's channel has made.
Buy the hand that feeds you.
It's Speed though, so like he can have the money. At least it's not a scam company. Speed's gonna get my money. That's not a big deal.
It is a big deal because that money isn't his. You hear how defeated Matt is at this point? He just wants his channel to survive.
While I am going to let them have some of my money and I fight these claims, it's going to have to go 1 week at a time, and I'm probably not gonna upload for a few weeks because why would I want to post a video that could potentially get 1 million views, knowing that I might face 2 channel strikes that are gonna prevent me from posting for 90 days, affecting the upload, or just affecting my channel's algorithm.
Oh wait.
Yep.
It gets worse because iShowspeed isn't just stealing other creators' money and putting their channels in jeopardy. He's also stealing their time. Time it takes to write an incredibly detailed 8-page document to send to YouTube staff on Twitter in the chance that it gets their attention.
I made an 8-page document supporting my...
I mean, iShowspeed has actually no impact on his further actions. Anything... iShowspeed is not... in no way responsible for any actions a person takes after he claims a video. That person is free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to write a 2-word document, so be it. If he wants to write a 50 million page essay, so be it. iShowspeed takes no responsibility for any of that.
My case, and in just providing evidence of every single case of people that these guys have messed with, Cardigan Media, Thumb Media, and I guess iShowspeed, considering he actually is working with them. As I said, the reason why I haven't dropped in the last like 40 days, I had to spend the last 2 weeks looking up all my rights, all the different routes and pathways I could do to go through the situation without losing my channel, which still is up in the cards right now.
These claims interrupted Matt's ability to do his fucking job on YouTube. Speed is stealing time that these creators should be using to live their life and make new content. Not to mention the utter mindfuck of stress, anxiety, and panic getting hit with so many claims in a single day can cause a person. Speed did all this to a person and a channel he didn't even know. Because he wanted a little more. And he had to weaponize copyright claims to steal money from the little guys and didn't give a fuck about how it would affect them. And the most crazy part about it, Matt went through all this thinking it was a company impersonating Speed.
This was a big deal.
How are you stupid enough to think that? I mean, it's true that it does happen. There have been cases where people impersonate companies and all of that. By the way, the time that someone impersonated like Bungie or what it was company behind Disney too, that's old news. That has been done already 10 years ago. You know, you can impersonate a lot of things, and YouTube's not gonna check. But man, how do you? You know, you can look up companies, right? And, you know, see a lot of... You know, there's sites that allow you to look up companies in the world. And you can easily tell that it's a real company.
That iShowspeed had anything to do with these claims that were being mass spammed on his videos. And at the time, I didn't either. I mean, surely the kid who has blown up the most organically, probably in the history of the internet, surely that kid wouldn't be claiming all of the videos of the people who use his memes, content for fair use commentary, the people who report news on him, the TikTokers, the plug channels, his own fans. Nah, surely that would not be him. Nobody thought it was iShowspeed because he denied it. He denied knowing what was going on, and I figured that was fairly obvious and easy to believe.
Matt never believed that Speed was behind this. Talk about the ultimate betrayal, man. When iShowspeed learns of this, he will take your head. When he learns.
Why do you think?
He ordered me to do it.
Bruh.
But there's still one thing that remains a mystery. Remember when I said there's something really important about this video? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play my trump card. The final piece of Exodia. When Speed admitted he was behind the...
Is there something that I don't know? Because slowly it's starting to look like he's gonna... I can't imagine what he's gonna say after this.
Claims it came as a surprise, but there was something even more perplexing. Why would he admit it?
The thing is, what I don't really understand is why Speed self-reported and so quickly as well.
So it's really hard to tell why exactly Speed posted that video.
Because
like,
he's
it just
an
doesn't make
idiot?
any sense.
I'll tell you why. He admitted it because he was told to by YouTube.
Oh!
See, Matt Rady and many others made enough noise.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because he has... well, I don't know what's TheActMan's justification going to be, but he has... but he had... he involved YouTube in some form of way. I think that... Yeah. I think it was an issue that he started involving YouTube or so. I'm not sure about this one.
To get YouTube's attention, and YouTube did something quite surprising. They acted.
I don't believe it!
They looked into who was behind the false claims, and that's when they realized it was Thumb Media, and that Speed had never disclosed his affiliation with them. So to everyone else, it appeared like there was an imposter among us. And that's why he says YouTube asked y'all.
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails.
No, Speed, YouTube asked you to disclose your affiliation with Thumb Media, because not doing so is fucking illegal.
Stop! You violated the law!
This is the most damaging part of everything, because when he finally addresses it, he avoids all account.
I don't know. Is it illegal? I don't know, but if you have hired the company to do X, I don't know this, but I don't think that's illegal. Why would it be illegal for iShowspeed to hire a company and then ignore people who ask, are you buying things from this company? Their product, aka the copyright strikes? iShowspeed has no obligation to actually tell these people anything. I'm not 100% sure, but this can't be. There's no logical way that can be illegal. iShowspeed has absolutely no obligation to tell anyone what kind of services he is buying from what company, what person, whatever. Is anyone a lawyer? Just basic logic dictates that cannot ever be the case. Even if he chooses to lie and ask, are you buying these people? He has the right to do so, and you have no absolute, he has the choice of lying, and that shouldn't matter. This is
Accountability and responsibility. You hear how he phrases things?
YouTube asks y'all to stop spamming about these emails.
YouTube asked you guys to stop spamming, to stop asking. This is your fault. YouTube wants you to stop talking about this. Love you. Fuck you. Give me your money. Shut your goddamn mouth. Love you, by the way. Fuck y'all. He never apologizes. He doesn't say he wanted to fix this or that anything needed to be fixed. These are not the words of someone who is sorry or remorseful in any capacity. He begrudgingly had to make this video.
Yep.
iShowspeed is a guy that has no issues stealing money from his audience
Yes.
and from people that talk about him and
Yes.
lying about it through his
Yes.
fucking teeth.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Yes.
Speed knew from the very beginning what he was doing was fucked up. That's why he lied about it.
Chat, how do I stop this from happening? Like,
liar!
And later, it's why he said he couldn't talk about it at all.
Can't talk about that, move on.
It's why he hasn't admitted to doing anything wrong. He was hoping you all would just forget about this and brush it aside like all his past controversies.
Yep.
Ain't happening, dipshit. Not while the act attorney still lives and breathes. It's why this—
Bruh, I want to see what happens. I don't think iShowspeed is obviously going to go after this video because it's going to probably blow up. Because again, it's like iShowspeed and his biggest controversy technically up to date. But, again, you can't just use clips like that and... Wait, maybe it was like, some kind of... If it's a millisecond, then it was fair use. Maybe there was something about that, but that's still even on the dodgy side.
This video is as short as possible and posted on his smallest YouTube channel because it's strategically the best way he could fulfill his obligation to YouTube while minimizing the amount of damage and flack he would get for it.
Yep.
Mr. Krabs would be embarrassed by how greedy you are. I respect people that eat their own shit more than I respect you. And I know, having said that, there's gonna be like 2 people watching this that go, thanks for having my back, ActMan. You got it, Poop Eater 27. The only thing that has bothered Speed about this whole situation
is the
that people keep
backlash.
talking about it. So that's what I say we keep doing.
I am sick of people spamming fucking scammy in my chat. Can you guys please stop spamming scammer in my chat?
Bro, again, iShowspeed fans, if you want to go after TheActMan, just go after his thumbnail. Big noses on black people? That's a racial stereotype from the 70s, 60s, 50s, or 90s, or whatever age ago. Still a thing. You can easily try and cancel him on Twitter for this. Let's see if that actually happens.
I'm literally not a scammer, bro. I never scam nobody, bro. No, bro, because they think I'm a fucking scammer. I'm not a fucking scammer. I never scam nobody. Like, it's kind of pissing me off, bro. All these dumbass people keep making these videos talking about scam. I never scam nobody. They don't know the truth, bro, and that's pissing me off. I'm like, I didn't scam nobody, bro. Literally. Just know that, bro. I didn't scam nobody. That's all I gotta say, bro. Bro, stop spamming. I'm not...
Bro, again, just a blatantly stupid idea that a 17-year-old who has never had any adversity in his life, who has literally tens of millions of fans, who can do whatever he ever wants, whatever he dreams of, and no matter how stupid these people are gonna praise him for it, and you think this person is gonna be reasonable? You think that this person is gonna care about you? No, he's the king of his own world, and there's no one who is even trying to contest with him. Like, Speed is as delusional, probably, at this point, as it gets.
I'm not a scammer, bro. Why do you keep saying this? Bro, I'm not a scammer, dog. Bro, I'm not a freaking scammer, bro.
Don't ever let him forget this. Don't ever let him forget what he is. A copyright-abusing, scamming shit stain on the face of YouTube. Don't ever let him forget that he stole $700 from a channel with 32K subs. Is there a way Speed can even make this right at this point? Well, the right thing to do would be to reach out to all the people he submitted false claims against, apologize, beg for their forgiveness, and pay them triple what he stole from them.
Hold it!
That is so stupid, by the way. That is just the most stupidest thing ever.
I was afraid this would happen. I wasn't supposed to reveal internal secrets of our business, but the act attorney has left me no choice.
Oh, come on. What is this going to be, another updated autopsy report?
Your Honor, last summer we unfortunately had 2 rogue employees that went on a copyright claiming spree without any express permission. And after learning of it, we promptly fired them. So you see, Thumb Media and Aegis did all they could to prevent more false claims.
Objection!
What a bunch of malarkey.
Objection!
No false claims were made, and automatic claims can't detect fair use videos. You've got no case, Mr. Act. When creators follow the correct process provided by YouTube, then these claims will be released if the videos are fair use.
Objection!
But that's not what happened, is it?
Mr. Act, if the content creators are so sure their video is fair use, they could have submitted a dispute like everyone else.
Answer me this, Mutahar. If the false claims got reversed and this truly has nothing to do with stealing other creators' revenue, then can you explain why Thumb Media has yet to repay creators like Matt Radiant and Just Maddie X?
Well, it's because Thumb Media...
I can actually tell you a legitimate reason why they don't do it. Because that's not how businesses operate, okay? If someone has... So, there's this interesting thing in business about money, okay? When you send someone money, it's actually kind of daunting and hard to get it back. And that person, you know, and they will never give this money back. Because if they don't get asked for this money back, then they're not gonna... There's no reason to give them this money back. Because this person knows that their money is at the other place. But they're not asking for it. This is a complete legit thing that businesses all around the world do, okay? If you're not asking for your money back, they're not giving it to you back intentionally, okay? There are very few businesses and situations where they will do this on their own.
Media doesn't owe them anything. They didn't file the dispute in the proper time, and therefore, Thumb Media retains the revenue. The fault lies solely on the
proper
creators
time.
who had
That's
their videos
actually
claimed,
maybe true.
and not Thumb Media or iShowspeed.
Why would any of these creators risk getting a strike or their videos blocked worldwide? The facts
doesn't matter.
Are incontrovertible. Thumb Media was deliberately stealing money from them on behalf of iShowspeed.
It's not possible. No.
That's enough. I see no reason to further...
Wait, that's actually the stupidest argument ever. If there is an official time window where you can counteract the claim and then you get your money back, that makes sense if you get your... But if that period of time passes, you dispute the claim, and the period of time where you do get your money back passes, well then it makes sense you don't get the money back. It's still a shitty system, but it makes perfect sense.
Following this trial, the defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claims. On the charge of copyright abuse on YouTube, the court finds the defendant iShowspeed.
Yay! But who honestly cares?
Section to talk about
Again, even if 10 million people, by the way, start making a big ruckus about this, go on a Twitter cancellation speed, iShowspeed's gonna be fine. In reality, if he just chooses to ignore it, it's like nothing would even happen to him. That's the reality of life.
Content ID, and if it's ethical for other creators to utilize it. What is the Content ID tool? Basically, a company puts their copyrighted material into a database. For example, every single Eminem song is going to be in this database. And it's like APHIS, the system they use to track criminals' fingerprints. Almost every time these automatic claims are made, creators are alerted to this before they post the video, so they have a chance to identify the problem, change it, cut it out, do whatever. The problem with Thumb Media and iShowspeed is that there is no grandfather system, right? If you made a video about Speed or Aiden Ross in the past, and then 5 months later they decide to upload those clips you used into the Content ID database, you're screwed. Content ID is a necessity for YouTube because they need to placate major companies into allowing all.
Wait. If TheActMan's point here is gonna be, well, this content already existed 5 months before, then the original uploader decided to put it on his channel. Now he shouldn't be able to strike that. That's bullshit. That's not how this works at all. Yeah. If my content, for example, is not on Rumble and someone decides to post it on Rumble, I still have the absolute permission to strike it down, remove it, because it's used without my permission. If that's his point, that's a really, really completely incorrect point.
To get away with all the bullshit we do here. Remember what happened to Napster? We obviously don't want YouTube to face another billion-dollar lawsuit, because if YouTube fails, then we all have to go back to the shitty jobs we left in order to pursue this.
My career is actually really good as a business analyst. I am literally at the position where I can go and be what's the English terminology for it? I forget some words. Why is my brain so slow and stupid? Department head. My life would be pretty good. I don't know about you. It's your fucking own fault for not finishing college, TheActMan.
And this is why 99.9% of all creators have agreed not to mess with copyright, not to treat it like a fucking wonder weapon, because on YouTube, we should all be able to hate each other and coexist. So you might be asking, well, if Content ID is made for companies to protect their work, then isn't it perfectly fine for large creators to do the same? Technically, yes. Technically, you could. It's a terrible idea.
Yep.
But you could. How come I can't
That's
think of
true,
a single large creator that has partnered with a company like Thumb Media and used Content ID to mass flag videos? Why hasn't Mr. Beast done this? Did you ever think about that? You know how much money he would make through Content ID?
Loads of money.
The reason why no big creators use...
Well, Mr. Beast is actually someone, if he would abuse the copyright strike system, it would be more damaging to him, because the whole internet would hate him. Like, he is a literally, like, top 10 celebrity in the real world, you know? Everyone knows who he is, pretty much. Yeah, him doing something like that would be the next big thing, pretty much. And everyone would hate on him, because at the end of the day, if you're the most popular person in the world, and people know about you, chances are there's more haters of you and detractors than are actually fans.
Use Content ID is because the margin for error is bigger than the fucking Titanic. And everyone seems to understand this, except these greedy glue sniffers. Not even Rice Scum, Jake Paul or Logan Paul have gone down this route. Not even fucking J Station, to my knowledge. J Station, one of the most reviled, despised creators in YouTube history. And not even he broke this golden rule, at least to my knowledge. The point is, despite how controversial or degenerate some creators might be, there is this common agreement. Copyright is a holy sanctum and no blood should be spilled in these halls.
Again, you're reacting to and transforming a piece of content. But even after all that legal stuff, you have people saying there is just an unspoken agreement between creators. You don't do this, right? And not just between like big colleagues, but especially with small creators. If this is outright theft, you're just taking a piece, you're not doing anything to it, you're putting it somewhere else and you're monetizing it. Yeah, I get that, but when something is fair use, you fucking leave it be. That's scumbag behavior. And when you
using Philip DeFranco, the literal YouTube shill.
People like Aiden Ross so transparently celebrating this, fuck that person. You're gonna have hangers-on who just kind of want to, siphon all that clout, but there is a genuine hate for people like this in the industry.
I never once in my entire YouTube career have thought about claiming or striking anyone, because it's the equivalent of like blocking.
Yeah, but you're actually an open footy, so, maybe you should be striked with something, but not a copyright strike.
Someone on Twitter, it's the equivalent of losing an argument. You just
That's
don't
a
do
joke,
it.
I personally don't care. I've never claimed anybody for copyright. Occasionally, I've asked people who use or edit a lot of my streams to stop or maybe outright hire them, but I've never claimed them through YouTube's system because I think the system's pretty.
Bruh! Ludwig's like, yeah, sure, I haven't used the thing that people are against, but I have used slightly less egregious things that are still kind of close to that, but bruh.
Shit altogether.
Like, for instance, this guy known as Big Dog 96 literally watched in the entirety of one of my videos. Now, am I going to go out and issue a Content ID claim or a copyright strike or threaten this person? No. I feel pretty humbled that they're watching the content in the first place.
Why is it that the two guys who openly shilled cryptocurrency...
By the way, I saw that Mudahar video. I just want to tell everyone, if you want to just post your picture and yawn in the corner and re-upload Mudahar's whole library, you can do that. Because Mudahar has given you the green light to do so, which is, by the way, extremely stupid.
Scams to their audience are now partnering together to dive into the business of mass claiming videos via Content ID. True coincidences sure are rare.
But as one trained in the Force?
I'm just saying. Last time we saw content
Interesting.
creators on a channel this size try to pull a stunt like this, their reputation was permanently damaged and they became a lolcow amongst the community.
Oh, you can't do that.
Fine Bros. Here's a good example.
Yeah, but the Fine Bros are different. The Fine Bros audiences wasn't 10-year-olds. Again, you need to understand that there's a difference between having an audience of 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and children. Some audiences care about what the person they watch do. Some audiences don't.
Example. I made a video on news media and video games. Charlie Moist Critical streamed his reaction and uploaded a cut-up version of his reaction to his channel, which doesn't include my entire video. This channel reposted his entire reaction, therefore reposting my video as well. It's not affiliated or approved to do this by Charlie or I. It's got 500,000 views. Oh, that'd pay a pretty decent penny if I claimed it. If I had an insatiable appetite.
By the way, this is also a problem, and he's labeling this. This is actually a problem. Because what these channels does, this is by the way what currently is happening with Hassan's clips and whatnot. There is, because Hassan doesn't regulate their content, Moist Critical should literally go and destroy that channel that's just uploading random clips of him with that, just of him and re-uploading his content essentially. Every YouTuber should, by the way, do that pretty much. Because, for example, in Hassan Asanabi's case, he has a lot of people clipping him and doing so, and there's this one channel that made it really big, and that channel is threatening lawsuits on other channels that try and upload Hassan clips, because they want to be the only ones. Which is literally like the most black market thing ever on YouTube, pretty much, And they can do this because they know that Hassan is not going to do anything to them. And even if he does, it's not going to be legal action. So these people can completely monetize someone else's work completely legally because Hassan 100% allows this currently. But admittedly, it's not a retroactive thing. Where well, it is a retroactive thing. If Hassan says you're no longer allowed to do to just upload my content, these people would actually get obliterated instantly because there's no retroactive protection against that. But yeah, content creators like Moist Critical, they should actually destroy farms like this. They're leaving it up because it's useful for getting new audiences, because you want smaller channels, smaller clip channels making things off you, because that's really beneficiary for you. It takes no effort. These people are getting minimum pay, and you're getting a lot of exposure from them, potentially to audiences that would never see your content in the first place. But these things aren't good. This is not an actual good thing for the YouTube ecosystem.
For money, I might consider doing that. But will Charlie or I ever claim this video?
No!
Because we'd rather focus on making new content than worry about what people are doing with our old content. But this is the fundamental difference between all of us and the fucking copyright abuse bros. They dived into Content ID because it's a business venture to them. It's just another stream of revenue in their eyes. It just so happens this revenue is taken from their fans forcibly instead of willingly given by them. For the record, I live vicariously through reactions to my...
Hey, I was gonna mention Asmongold. What a coincidence. As Asmongold would say, why can't we just go after the bag? It's ironic to use Asmongold's clip when Asmongold technically is enforcing and supporting situations like that. What's wrong with going after the bag?
Videos because I'm just happy to see people appreciate and enjoy all the hard work I put into this bullshit. So go hog wild. I will never claim or strike a reaction video to my content.
I know, that's why I'm watching it, by the way.
Why large creators don't use Content ID. And these two don't get it, and they don't care. You see, up to this point,
well, yeah, because they don't need to care. How do you not understand that they don't need to care because they have no reason to care?
He's been able to move on from all these controversies, largely based on the he's just a teenager excuse.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I'm young, you know what I'm saying? I'm very young. I for every situation I grow, and I change, and
no, you don't. That's a lie.
Okay, scams? That's one thing. People have to be stupid enough to believe you, but they have to opt into your scam. Charles.
Also, by the way, a perfect example of fair uses. Well, let's actually hear the sentence.
One might describe that as the natural selection of wallets. But when you fuck with this man...
Yes, no. So, this clip that TheActMan just used is not fair use, because he's just using it as a throwaway thing. I actually commented on it and said that he is lying. It doesn't matter if I'm actually right or wrong, willingly lying about the situation or not. This is fair use because I am literally actively, changing the content because I'm disputing what he is saying. That is fair use, ironically.
And I changed, and I gotta become a better person.
Okay, scams? That's one thing. People have to be stupid enough to believe you, but they have to opt into your scam. Charles Darwin might describe that as the natural selection of wallets. But when you fuck with this many channels, when you fuck with people's livelihoods, when you screw with all these people who have done you no wrong, then all your past apologies and excuses go right in the dumpster.
I'm not that smart, I'm be honest, bro. But as I go, I get smarter and smarter, bro.
No, you don't. You followed in the footsteps of Jim Carrey and gotten dumb and dumber. Let's clear the record. You can't blame this on his age. He's just a greedy dumbass, okay? That's the answer. So with Speed's guilt...
Finally, something I can agree full-heartedly with the TheActMan.
Firmly established, I have some of the old case files in front of me. Like this incident that got Speed permanently banned on Twitch when he was doing a little dating stream with Aiden.
Oh, this one is insanely good.
He would hurt her if they were the last two people on Earth. No, ActMan,
yeah.
He didn't say that. You're right.
He did.
Made the implication.
But remember,
he pretty much
did. If we were the last
did.
two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids would have to intertwine and then their kids. No.
Who gonna stop me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You had me going.
Yeah. And again, his audience didn't care. By the way, there's one more clip where he does something similar, pretty similar. And it's pretty disgusting, but, his audience is never gonna care. You could show this as much as you want. I want to see what kind of backlash iShowspeed fans are going to create for TheActMan, because I think there's going to be something, at least a bare minimum, right?
On there for the first part, the second half.
Interesting.
Well, dude, think about it. She's out in the middle of nowhere with some dude she barely knows. There's nowhere for me to run. What am I gonna do? Say no?
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Okay, that seems really dark. No, it's not dark. You're misunderstanding me, bro.
I think I am.
Yeah, you are. Because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
You're not stopping me. If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
But it sounds like she doesn't want to have sex. Why aren't you understanding this? She doesn't know whether she wants to have sex with me. It's that she doesn't know. That's not the issue. Are you gonna hurt me? I'm not gonna hurt these women. Why would I ever hurt these women? I feel like you're not getting this at all.
I'm not getting it.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
A bullet, Speed. A bullet. In this hypothetical fantasy of yours, hopefully a bullet stops you. Is that the answer you're looking for? Is this supposed to be funny? Is screaming at some chick implying you would force you?
He just begged into question Speed's whole library of content and existence. Kind of big.
Self-honor, is that the punchline? I guess so, because apparently this joke was so hysterical. It was so funny, he had to tell it 3 more times.
If we're the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, I'm not that type of girl.
Who gonna stop me? If we the last two people on
Earth,
who gonna stop me?
More?
You think rape is funny?
That's insane.
And why would you do this? It's just something that I like to put myself into that role and talk about.
If we was the last two people on Earth, would you reproduce with me?
No.
Damn.
Yo.
You say, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it.
If we the last two people on Earth, would you reproduce with me?
I'm sorry?
If we the last two people on Earth, would you reproduce with me?
No.
Who's gonna stop me?
Well, you act like this is some big joke here. Well,
Dude.
Sir, I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is...
Wait, so he did it one time and then he did it 2 more times and it... I mean, again, why would he ever learn and grow as a person if there's no reason to learn and grow as a person? Like, there's literally never a reason to do so.
This is what you said. That's correct.
So why is the Always Sunny version of this joke funny and the iShowspeed version not? Well, because Matt clearly doesn't approve of what Dennis is suggesting. Then, of course, there's the Paradox cryptocurrency scam Speed promoted, where he said he was going to meet Cristiano Ronaldo and give away PS5s.
Funny one.
That's insane. Wait a minute. That motherfucker ain't Ronaldo. What the hell are you trying to pull on, dude? The fucking fake Cristiano Ronaldo? The imposters are everywhere. But the reason I keep bringing up this scam is how it ties in with Speed's actions with copyright. It illustrates a pattern of greed. Speed's aggressive style of humor isn't something I find particularly funny or entertaining. If I want to be entertained by someone shouting and being angry, I brew a cup of tea and I watch Gordon Ramsay like a sophisticated adult.
I ask the fucking questions, you give the fucking answers.
But humor is subjective.
Reasonable.
Still, I don't really see the humor in going to a zoo and shouting at monkeys in a cage.
I see it though.
Some might argue that he's simply having a heated discussion with the monkey, but you know, this
True.
is something a person might think about doing, just because we're all kind of curious about the monkey's reaction, but nobody actually does it. Nobody fucking like shakes the cages and screams at the animals. For one, because it's pretty awful to treat animals like that, and for two, there's other people at the fucking zoo. And you don't want to look like a fucking maniac. Speed went the next level. He did this on a stream, man. Like, you saw no problems with that? This is weird shit, man. Yelling at...
And he probably got rewarded for this behavior. Wanna bet that's 100% what happened?
Animals in a cage? And you think that's funny?
I mean, you could literally hope that he does it enough times that an actual monkey is just gonna, you know, get his lips and just tear them off. Because even a small monkey is pretty powerful. Like, a small monkey is probably gonna literally rip your finger off, or, you know, your nose or limbs, or, well, limbs maybe not, but, you know, your lips for show.
Cringe. Isn't it enough that they're already locked up for your amusement? Anyways, another classic clip that detailed Speed's comedic genius was when he was live streaming at the World Cup, and he went up to a Chinese person and did the classic ting tong bing bang konnichiwa konnichiwa.
Why you gotta
I know this one. Yeah, dude, there are so many clips of Speed just being flat out racist without question.
Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa? No, Chinese. Konnichiwa? Argentina. Chinese. No konnichiwa. Boing, boing, boing.
Obviously, you don't need to be a sociology professor to realize this is pretty racist. So explain yourself, Speed.
I tried to say a nickname that they call me in Chinese. I literally was just talking to a Chinese person. So I tried to say Zhong Kong, like Chong Kong. Like, it's a nickname that they call me.
Wait. Is TheActMan gonna explain what that nickname means?
China.
Objection!
If you tried to say Zhong Kong, then you're more illiterate than Aiden Ross, because what came out of your mouth was...
Boing, boing, boing.
So I tried to say Zhong Kong.
Boing, boing, boing.
So I tried to say Zhong Kong.
Yeah, that's also
Zhong
stupid.
Kong.
Boing, boing, boing.
Zhong Kong.
Boing, boing, boing.
I don't know why you guys think I meant that in a racist way, you know.
Again, he's trying to gaslight his audience into thinking they're wrong. Bro, you said boing, choing, choing. The only thing you didn't do was this. You know when someone is...
You know what's the funniest part about that? That's the Chinese fans being racist against Speed. I think the translation for that was something like monkey, or it was something derogatory, because Chinese people are not fan of black people, believe it or not. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a shock to you, but Asians are very, 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 very not okay with black people.
Apologizing for something, and they give you like 50...
Not even a hot take, by the way. If you don't know that, that's on you for being uneducated.
Excuses you didn't ask for. Doesn't that come across as exceedingly desperate to convince you they're sorry?
I thought he was Japanese, so I say konnichiwa. I watch a lot of anime. And if it came off as racist, I promise you, I did not mean it that way. You know, I got drilling pushing. I'm making content, live streaming. I'm at the World Cup, watching Ronaldo play, drilling, pushing.
Hey, yo, Speed, I totally get it, man. I feel you. Sometimes when I'm at the gym and I'm doing my curls and the adrenaline starts pumping, the racism just starts pumping out of me, too.
All Mexicans sing about his tacos.
Bruh, I just go and smack a bitch.
Why are their backs
That's
so
a
sweaty?
joke.
Silito Lindo is a terrible song. We need a bigger wall.
Hey guys, I just wanted to address the allegations. There's a clip going around that I just shared with you like 15 seconds ago, and people are saying that I'm being racist towards Mexicans and stuff. That is not me. That is not me. When I said we need a bigger wall, what I actually meant to say was Tango un gato in mi pantalones. That is not me. I love Silito Lindo. It is my favorite song of all time. So, yeah,
That's
I'm
funny.
not being racist, even though what I said was explicitly racist. That is not me. So I apologize for that. Fuck you, by the way.
And again, it's one thing to make racist jokes in the privacy of your friend group or whatever, but you don't do this shit publicly. You don't go up to some random dude in real life on a live stream and yell boing, choing, choing at him. It's just racist, okay? So, in conclusion, I
love how the TheActMan just, you know, he actually goes for a little bit, like, you know, harder hitting things, but it's at the end of the video that only his fans are actually gonna make it. And they will never object to it. I like how the TheActMan has, you know, the spine's not there at the start, but later at the very, very end, the spine just weasels its way in a little bit, and he actually goes for the hard-hitting things.
Speed is a copyright abuser. I think he's been a piece of shit this whole time, to be honest. And he could put on a pretty face and apologize and move on, but those apologies don't mean anything. They don't mean jack
Rare
shit. Will
take,
justice be
but
served?
good
What
one.
does justice even look like in this scenario? I don't know, man. That's a lot of abuse to just let fly under the radar. I think he and Thumb Media should be permanently excluded from using...
Again, to be fair, we have no idea how much actual abuse was. Because most of the time when people think something is fair use, it's not. It is just flat out not. There are multiple YouTube channels with like 5 million views who literally have no idea how fair use works.
Content ID on YouTube because of this abuse, at the very least. You know, so long as the rest of the world knows, now and forever, that iShowspeed is a copyright abuser, then I feel I'll have done my job. And I hope YouTube does something to fix these copyright issues that continue to plague the platform. But I feel like a broken record saying that at this point. At the end of the day, the case of iShow...
You know what's actually fascinating about all of this stuff? This video is like, for example, CoffeeZilla's Logan Paul exposed video, which is... I think it's hilarious because it's like people are gonna watch this and be like, oh my god, TheActMan exposed iShowspeed. Oh, look at this video. It has so much proof, bruh. This is already everything that existed on the internet. If you paid attention, you would see it. There are some videos, like for example, CoffeeZilla exposing the Logan Paul thing. He didn't expose anything. That information was already out there, known to everyone who knew about the thing. And people are like, "Oh, this is such an expose." That fascinates me, you know. Someone with enough fame, with enough followers, can make a video like this, and people are gonna act like they literally found a new continent. It's kind of funny. It's a throwaway thing, and it's not really that bad. But I find it personally just funny.
Speed is honestly quite tragic because he had it all. And at such a young age.
He still has it all. iShowspeed is... But I think I saw a clip on Twitter like yesterday or before yesterday slightly that iShowspeed just literally broke a new record or got like 20 million subs maybe? Who knows? Oh no, 18 million subs. Yeah. iShowspeed is still slaying it. And there's nothing you can do about this. There is literally nothing anyone can do about this except him being banned on literally every platform.
To become one of the all-time GOATs on YouTube, you were given a goose that laid golden eggs. And you earned that goose. But you wrang its neck. But I guess that's what happened.
I mean, did he? Again, iShowspeed's whole fame is literally involved with him just screaming a lot at the monitor and doing as stupid things as it's possible. Don't try to hide that that's not exactly what he did. That's how it works with audiences of 10-year-olds. That's how you get famous. PewDiePie literally was the one who pioneered it, by the way. Because his initial content was literally designed for 10-year-olds, and he was just literally screaming stupid shit at the... You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think this is going to be it.
Happens when you bite the hand that feeds you.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. Well, anyway, this is Squizzer said, thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.